just kids when the bombs dropped. And the world went to shit. They said it was supposed to be the end of everything. But for us, it was just the beginning. Surviving? Nah. We were better than that. This new world had a lot to give, and we took it all. That's how we came out on top. That's how we got here. That's how we found you. Listen here, rabbits. You need to understand something. The only currency left in this world is power. We're gonna take everything from you, starting with your home. And if we can't take it, we'll break it.
Into the new world. I thought that it would be glorious. I was wrong.
Welcome back to Nexus Digital. My name's Rob and I'm joined here by Sam. And today we're going to play some Far Cry New Dawn.
Yes.
But before we jump in, we've got a little announcement to make. So we're going to be running a competition on today's stream where you can stand a chance of winning one of two of these Cable Guys device holders. All you need to do is there is a form in the description that will take you to a form, where you'll need to answer one question, which is your favorite Far Cry game and why. Also remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to stand a chance to win. And please note that this is only available to South African residents, unfortunately. But we can't wait to see your answer, guys. And with that, I think we could just jump straight in.
Let's play.
Let's do it. So while you load in, Sam, talk to us a little bit about New Dawn. What's going on? Apparently, it's set after the events of Far Cry 5.
It is. So it takes place about 17 years after Far Cry 5. And for anyone who played the game, it was one of the, I wouldn't say secret endings, but basically what happens at the end, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Far Cry 5 yet, is the bombs drop.
Okay, whoa, so is this like Far Cry Fallout?
Kind of. I mean, it's a nuclear fallout, so, you know, naturally you could say it's Fallout. But as you'll see in the game, they take a lot of inspiration from the Fallout series.
Okay, I find it interesting that the building's on fire, but all the animals are just running around.
They are radioactive animals, I think.
Oh, I see the pink antlers. At least that's a nice touch.
You'll see in this game there's a lot of pink. Not just like in the environment and stuff, but like everything's pink. Outposts are pink, enemies are pink. There's a pink overload.
So there's just kind of pink everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, like in Mean Girls when they said on Wednesdays we wear pink. These people like took that to heart. You know, like yeah, every day we wear pink.
Nuclear fallout is pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the future's looking pretty pink, so it's great.
Well, it's interesting to at least see a colorful post-apocalypse world, because most post-apocalyptic worlds, and Andrew and I were actually talking about it on Wednesday with the Metro stream, that most worlds are like green or grey or brown or you know, like very monotone, whereas now it's bright and, you know, it's pink
vivid,
and vivid, exactly, and it's actually colorful because And it's nice to see that. So
Said they'd heard about our
I mean,
I'm noticing the pink. As soon as you said pink, I'm noticing all the pink.
There's
Even
so
the
much pink.
Even the flamethrower tanks are pink. Everything's just pink.
yeah, it's just this
Okay.
obsession they have with pink. It's actually amazing.
Or why not?
our
Yeah.
people.
You know, like Fallout 4 was kind of just this horrible, like brownish color.
Well, hey, at least Fallout 4 had some green and some blue in it.
Once in a while, yes. In Rush, we
In
trust.
Rust,
He
we
and his
trust.
captain
Okay, I thought it said in
were
Rust,
west
but
coast
okay.
helping folks like us rebuild.
That'd be funny.
And they were on a train headed right through Hope.
So, okay, so while this carries on, guys, remember that if you have any questions or comments for us, please let us know in the YouTube chat, and we'll do our best to answer any questions you might have.
Our salvation.
Anything about Far Cry you want to ask?
But
Let it
went
rip.
horribly.
New Dawn, Far Cry 5, and I suppose anything Ubisoft, really. Even if you just
Yes.
want to ask us how we are, that's also okay.
I mean, yeah, we're doing fine, thank you.
We're great.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Alright. Well, since this takes place like 17 years
Yes.
after Far Cry 5, obviously you still are in Hope County, which is the setting of Far Cry 5 and New Dawn. But New Dawn is just a piece of Hope County. It's not the full map from 5, so it's not the same size. It's a very
Okay.
small chunk of it. Well,
Okay.
not very small, but it's actually modestly sized.
Okay, and
Yeah.
and why? So have certain sections just been blocked off, or has the map just been shrunk, like in general?
It's not that certain sections have been blocked off. It's more like it's been shrunk. Like it just took a chunk out of Far Cry 5's world
Okay.
and said, "This is the map now. This is what you're getting." And it's you'll see. I'll bring up the map in a bit. It's not big or massive, but for what it's worth, I mean, this isn't a premium price game of $1,000. It's going for a relatively cheaper price point. So
I think it's about 600 rand or so.
yeah, around about 600 rand. So you're not going to get the full kind of experience of it.
And so with that, then obviously you said this is set 17 years after the events of Far Cry 5,
Yes.
and the story continues. But is this a pure spin-off, like Far Cry Primal, or is it more of a Blood Dragon kind of vibe?
Without spoiling anything, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
In that there are elements of, yes, this is a sequel, and then there's some moments where it's like, okay, this is a new game entirely, and it sort of does this thing where it flips between the two. Like, is this a sequel? Is this a new game?
Okay.
You know, but a lot of it is tied to Far Cry 5. So I feel like if you haven't played Far Cry 5 yet, you're going to be quite lost when you play New Dawn.
So it's almost like a spin-off sequel, basically. Kind
Yeah.
of like, just
Kinda
like
like
you said, a mix of both.
Yeah,
Okay.
like almost like a Far Cry 5.5. I'd say that.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
You lead, we'll follow.
Alright, so we actually start this game. You take on the role of Captain of Security, and your job is basically like a protective force to the people of Hope County.
Well,
right
at least
now.
you got a promotion from Far Cry 5. Well,
yeah,
you were a
it's-
deputy,
it's-
now
it's-
you're captain.
It's a bit of a promotion.
Well, I mean, in hindsight, I suppose it could have come a bit earlier, but
Yeah.
better late than never, I guess.
It's true. So you'll see like a lot of things now. You get to pick up and read these notes around the world. They sort of give you like a bit of insight and lore into the story and characters. And then obviously there's a crafting, which is
And
this is
was-
a big new thing in the game.
So before we get onto the crafting system,
Yeah.
the notes and stuff that you've just spoken about now, was that similar to how they did it in Far Cry 5, where there was a lot of notes around that you had to read to kind of figure out what has happened in that area?
Yeah, the good thing is that like gratefully a lot of the notes just provide like a little bit of pointers and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not the whole story in these notes. They do all happen in the cutscenes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's almost like bite-sized little tidbits.
Yeah, just like bite size, but it doesn't affect the story too much. So you have to experience the story for yourself in the game.
Okay. So talk to us a little bit about the crafting system, which you mentioned now as well.
Yeah, so actually I'll show you that a little bit more in depth once I finish scavenging for stuff. It took a lot of pointers from Fallout. It's we have to say, call out the elephant in the room here. There's a lot of crafting options. Even in the Metro series, you had the same
Yes.
sort of crafting with weapons. Here, it's no different. You have to go out into the world, gather resources, and make new weapons and gear, basically.
But with the crafting system, does it at least give you a chance to make weapons that you would want to use rather than, oh, you have to go and craft? Like obviously there'll be certain elements, or are there certain elements that have to be crafted versus is the crafting more for your personal touch?
There are points in the game where, okay, so one of the difficulty things that they added in Far Cry New Dawn is difficulty scaling with enemies.
Okay.
So when you come across an enemy, it's not just a case of, oh, this is just another enemy. There's a difficulty to them. So there's 4 difficulties in the game.
Okay.
And if you see like a crown above an enemy's head, that just basically means that that's a very high level enemy.
Okay.
And you can't attack them yet. You need to upgrade your weapons to also be high level enough to kill them.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I
So
remember-
kind of like what
sorry.
Assassin's Creed done,
Yes.
with, you know, when you came across those really
Yes.
high level enemies, same concept basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but that was a bit different in Far Cry 5 because the crown actually meant a VIP person that you had to kill for extra points or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they've changed that system up a little bit where
They
the crown
have.
is now a difficulty level rather than just a you have to kill this guy.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
now a
that's
full-on
interesting,
difficulty
that's
level. And also the...
Sorry, I can't get over all the pink running around. So even the lights are
I mean,
not pink.
you know, this is just nighttime, but when you actually get to the daytime, you're going to see how much pink
But
is
it just
actually in
looks
the
so
game.
good, like really.
It's
obviously
really, it's a gorgeous
post-apocalypse.
looking game, yeah. I mean, look, the flare is pink.
It's it's better than just a normal standard red flare.
Yes, I'm going to take a slightly
Nice,
better gun.
yes.
Actually, the first time I
And
played
then-
this, I didn't actually know there were these guns here in the game.
I thought there was a perfectly good SMG, and then there was some raggedy looking assault rifle right next to it. Like, okay. Okay, so who are these people that you're actually shooting? What is happening now? What's going on?
So the people you are shooting at is the Highwaymen. These are the main bad guys of the game.
Okay.
And yeah, kind of like how you had Joseph Seed's like religious cult in Far Cry 5.
Yes.
You have these Highwaymen, which are led by Mickey and Lou. You'll come to see them in a minute.
Oh, those are the twins.
Those are the twins, and they are the main villains. And also, what's back is the fire effects. You know, where you sort of fire breaks out and sort of destroys the entire landscape. It's pretty cool.
I think that lady just burnt to death. She kind of got back up and then died.
I'm so sorry. I'll come back for you, I promise.
You'll be remembered in our prayers.
Okay, so you see like this
Okay,
enemy
yes,
right
yeah.
here is a level 3 difficulty enemy, and you
Okay.
see bullets don't do much damage to them.
Okay.
So you have to upgrade your weapons to get that strong to actually kill these enemies.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know, Storm is...
Yeah, it's hammering you. Huh?
Jeez.
And who are these people you're running with?
Those are your fellow police officer people thingies. In a minute you'll see they're not quite, you know, important to the story except for this one guy. So, yeah.
Right, so while that cutscene plays, Trevor says in the chat, I want to see radioactive bears. Do we get to see radioactive bears?
Is it a spoiler to say so? Because I feel like there's something they do in this
I don't know,
game
you
with-
have to answer the people.
There's something you do in this game with the wildlife that happens that's like, that is so Fallout, but at the same time, it's typical Far Cry.
Okay.
So you do get radioactive animals.
I think that was the clearest
say that.
vague answer you could have given.
I know. I'll just say there's radioactive things and animals in the game. I won't say
so
about
this is
what it
Mickey and Lou, sorry.
This is Mickey and Lou.
Okay.
Yeah.
Santa delivered a whole damn train full of presents. What do we
It's
have?
nice to see that in the post-apocalypse fashion hasn't changed all that much.
No, not that much at all.
Great to see that it's still fashionable as always.
I gotta ask you rabbits a question. The fuck you think was gonna happen? Riding in on a giant hunk of iron, just clouds of black smoke.
I
You
love
think
how
we wouldn't
nihilist
notice?
they are. Like, they're just
Barnes?
full of themselves.
We
I
wanna
think that's
know.
every Far Cry villain.
If you're problem solvers or problem makers.
But in a very humanic kind of way.
Yeah.
Our
So this
pop
cutscene in
told
the
us
beginning is
that
pretty
people
cool
either
because it
solve
does this like
problems
Walking Dead
or
Yes.
beginning of
The
season
world's
7
got
kind of
too
thing where
many
you first
fucking
meet
problems. We're
Negan
looking for
and
people to
he does
help
that eeny meeny
solve
miny mo thing with
problems.
Lucille. So they do a similar thing, yeah. You'll see. I don't know if it's like paying homage to Walking Dead.
I have to
But-
ask, have they used crayons to draw on their shirts? It looks like crayons.
It looks like chalk or crayons or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even health insurance.
And that guy's wearing pink.
I wonder why.
So
He
much
stands out so much.
But if you
Such a unique color in this landscape.
You know, camo in this world is pink. It's
pink.
not green.
It's like if you wear camo, you stick out now.
A ton of problems in his day. So, rabbits.
So, what is the little backstory about these two?
What problem?
You actually, for the first half of the game, you don't find out much about Mickey and Lou, like every Far Cry villain ever.
Okay.
You know, they just show up and maybe give a monologue and then sort of leave in the general direction, yeah. But
You can build all that?
there is kind of a backstory to them. You'll see later on in the game why they actually are the way they are and how they got to becoming leaders of the Highwaymen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta admit, I don't really want to see them on a highway, to be honest.
Are gonna be our number one.
Not in that armor. You know, the pink would stand out, but you'd probably...
I don't know though. Some lady rocked up next to me wearing that, and I would scare. I would scare very easy.
if you lived in Mad Max or something like a Fallout, then yes, I'd say this is just an average.
This is like Mad Max meets the deluxe version. You know, it's like a bunch of cans of pink paint lying around, and they were like, you know what? Let's do it.
That was so violent. Bash his skull in.
So,
It's something I've always loved with the Far Cry villains, though. They are like, obviously there's villains in different games where most of them will never
Mr. Rush.
either be as crazy as what the ideals actually are, or they're not as hardcore as what they seem. But Far Cry villains have always been hands-on. And if you've ever noticed, Far Cry villains have always killed someone in the opening cutscene. Always.
That is true.
There's always the one person
Every
who
single
gets
Far
their
Cry
head
game.
bashed in the opening sequence.
Yes.
Okay, you just got pushed off a death.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the game could end there.
But this is my understanding. Surely if you get pushed off at that height, you're gonna die?
I'm
Like,
still trying to figure out what the secret thing is. You know, in the new Far Cry games where like you can finish the game in 15 minutes. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that.
have you sat for 15 minutes yet?
I've tried everything.
Okay.
Like,
It just doesn't happen.
it just doesn't
Okay.
happen.
Maybe Far Cry this time around was just like, nah.
Yeah. Maybe they're just trolling us, and a lot of people are just waiting in the beginning for like an hour, just waiting for something.
This time you gotta wait 20 minutes.
I'm Carmina. Oh my god, I saw you hit the water and I was...
Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Carmina the daughter of Nick from Far Cry
I
5?
think we're the only ones who got away.
That I'm not too familiar with the lore because I never used Nick much.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it might be his.
I remember there was,
Have to be careful.
for those who haven't played Far Cry 5 yet, maybe just mute for a second. There was one mission in the story where you had to help Nick deliver his baby.
My mom. My mom, she'll know
I'm
what
sure
to
it
do.
was Carmina as well.
Because
Which is cool, it would be a cool time because it's 17 years after, so it would make
So
sense.
yeah, she seems about
Yeah.
17. So yeah.
Hey there.
Okay. That is really pretty though. Like
Look,
really,
this
even
game
the
is
water
gorgeous.
is
I mean,
actually just...
this is insane. Considering it was made along the same time as Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
But you can see just like a year after Far Cry 5, this game is insane for what they did with the graphics. It's like such a huge improvement.
Okay, sorry, Carmina Rai. It should be her because I know
It
Nick's
was
surname
Nick
also
Rai. So I think,
okay,
correct me if
that's
I'm
cool.
wrong, but yeah.
It's a nice tie-in. Oh, plants used for crafting. That's great.
Yeah, so basically
So that-
anything you come across in this world you can, you know, craft.
Yes.
Yeah, so the plants help you make like sedatives and antidotes and stuff.
So I see they brought a bit more of the survivalist back into Far Cry now.
Yeah, this is very much a survival adventure game, as much as it is an action game. Look, they cast pink as well.
Oh, okay.
It's pink.
And they got a pink on the rock.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a pink symbol. So.
They got pink eye.
The highwaymen are blocking.
You know,
We're gonna need some firepower. Let's keep
You can't see it right now, but I'm high-fiving myself because that was the greatest joke ever.
You know, I'm going to use that as a subtitle
Please
for
do
the
it.
review.
Please do
It's
it.
pink eye.
Please do it. No, because I remember from Far Cry 4, it was actually something I didn't really enjoy it to begin with, but it was nice once you got the hang of it. Was crafting with plants to make like poisons and
Yeah.
to, like you said, make different concoctions and oils and stuff to help you out,
Yeah.
which was cool. I like that they brought it back because that was something I missed in Far Cry 5. Was the various, and not just like crafting weapons, but with that specifically, the plant crafting. You know.
Yeah.
You come across plants to help you out, and it was something that really made Far Cry a little bit more. It took a Far Cry a little bit extra, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they got rid of it. Okay, they didn't completely get rid of it in 5, but they sort of dumbed it down, which, you know, I didn't understand. But, you know what, I'm glad that New Dawn is actually kind of going back to its roots.
You can use benches like this
Yeah.
to build
So one thing is, like, as soon as you get into the weapon crafting, the first weapon you craft in this game
we need more
is the Soul
Yes.
Launcher. This is hands down one of the coolest weapons ever in Far Cry. But I have to do some collecting. Because I can't just build it straight away. I have to, you know, run around and look for a bunch of resources to collect.
But fresh off the gate, I can see the
Yeah.
nice. It's always something I've always found interesting, that you can just kick a lock and it breaks. I mean, I try and kick a lock in real life and my foot breaks.
You know, like, look at like the other games where you have to go find a key or something. Far Cry is like, no, you can just kick the lock off. You know, it's fine. Yeah.
I can see that there is, obviously I know it's still set in Hope County.
Yeah.
But I can see that there's a lot of familiarity with new concepts that they've brought in with all the buildings and stuff. And but even like this, the search zone, stuff like that, you can see there's a lot of influence from Far Cry 5, which is nice.
As far as I know, there was a lot of reused assets from Far Cry 5. So
which obviously would make sense. I mean,
chop up there. There we go.
That should do it.
It's a lot of duct tape.
That is a lot of duct tape for one gun. Oh, there's duct tape right here. Okay. I can go craft that amazing
go
sword
craft
launcher.
the saw blade.
Yes. And this is really cool. You can see how effective this thing is against like multiple enemies.
I really love the aesthetic really love the aesthetic as well. Because I've noticed there's normal-ish looking weapons, and then there's the ones you can craft that just look so far out there.
Yeah.
With random things like there. I mean, there's a bike handle, which would be a clutch.
Basically,
attached to a weapon. Okay.
Okay, no, watch this beautiful thing here.
Oh! Oh, it's got ricochet damage.
Yep, ricochet damage.
Nice.
I love that. You can clear so many outposts by just firing.
Okay.
Yeah. I know there were more enemies here. Okay, this part of the game, it's like, oh, so you just killed those two guys. Let's throw like an army,
an entire army at you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see how you survive. And I'm like, okay, fine. I can handle myself.
You know, to be fair, Far Cry has never been one to kind of like, oh, here's a few, here's a few, here's a few, now there's a big one. It's kind of always just been like, there's an outpost, go do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the sense of like destruction in this game is back.
I see that.
And if I just... If this guy like...
There's a guy behind you.
This,
There we go.
if I just...
Kick it. Oh!
If I just want to...
Okay.
There we
Punch
go,
him.
like, punch him to death. And then just loot him.
Nice.
Oh, that flew into
Okay, that's
another
just...
round.
I must go, my people need me.
You know, sometimes when you angle it right, it can ricochet off like objects and then...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like hit enemies from behind, which is just what I'm trying to do now. It's amazing.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Not the target you wanted, but it's the target you needed.
Yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of...
Okay, so while you're clearing this outpost out,
Yep.
let's talk a little bit about the... Because obviously the companion system has come back, where there's guns for hire and fangs for hire, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now 17 years on, as sad as it is to say, I think Boomer and Cheeseburger have passed on to their respective
Yeah,
roles.
basically. Whooping.
So, are there replacements for them?
There are. So, okay, I'm gonna be honest right now. As soon as I got like, well, one certain gunfire won't spoil.
Yes.
I didn't really use Fang's Fire that much in this game. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, but you basically get a little doggy companion. His name is... Okay, I haven't used him before. What is his name?
I think his name's Timber.
He is Timber, yeah. So I haven't used Timber before, but what he can do is actually, like in previous Far Cry games, scout out enemies and sort of where items and materials are. It's very useful, but you know, I prefer in this game for the first time, you know, actual...
Someone to actually shoot with, yes.
Because really, the guns fire are amazing in this game.
Definitely.
Ooh, okay, there's
There's
rockets.
big explosions and stuff now.
I mean, welcome to Far Cry. Yeah.
Although Far Cry 5 doesn't look nearly as zany as this, but yes,
Yeah,
that's pretty much what happens.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Nice!
yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
This is the greatest gun ever made.
Like the
Like,
ricochet.
why
on
is this not in
amazing.
actual production?
There we go.
I suppose that's why it's not in actual production.
Yeah. I mean,
They'll
someone
probably see some idiot, mostly me, just sawing their own limbs off.
someone accidentally, shoot them, saw their own leg off. Yeah.
No.
That is a big dog. Wolf.
So wolf.
Wolf thingy.
And I think that's why he's called Timber. I'm pretty sure he's a timber wolf, which would be cool. So,
I think he is one,
so
yeah.
who replaces Cheeseburger? Because Cheeseburger was probably my favorite companion in Far Cry 5.
Going back to Trevor's whole question about spoiling
Yes.
sort of radioactive animals, I'll leave it up to the imagination for that.
Do you get a bear?
I'll leave it up to the imagination.
You get a
I will
bear.
say, I will say, if they introduce something in the previous Far Cry game, damn well it's going to be in this game as well.
Yes. Yes, I also want a bear.
Although not to the kind of extent that you might be expecting, but yeah.
Is a cheeseburger just radioactive now? They should totally do that. That should be optional. I think
A
it needs to be a
radioactive
character.
cheeseburger.
A radioactive cheeseburger. And he just runs around throwing like half-eaten green cheeseburgers at people. Yes.
That was his name in Far Cry 5 because he ate a lot of cheeseburgers.
Because he had
and,
a lot of cheeseburgers.
gave himself diabetes.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that story so much.
The diabetic bear.
Diabetic bear.
There it is.
The best is when you do that, when you actually find cheeseburger and then the guy's talking to you and he goes, he was put on a liquid salmon diet because he's got the diabetes.
The diabetes.
I loved it so much. I loved it so much. It was amazing.
Diabetic bear. I'm sorry, Far Cry.
And just the way, of course, they had to use, because Far Cry 5 is obviously set in like a little bit of a southern farm area, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, not everyone runs around with heavy southern accents. So of course, they had to use the one guy with the seriously southern drawl who has to say diabetes, and it's just diabetes.
Who was that guy that actually made that famous? The diabetes guy.
Oh, I actually cannot remember his name. Oh, that was amazing.
Diabetes.
So this is your new home base,
Yeah,
correct?
Prosperity. Yeah.
Okay. And talk to us a little bit about what Prosperity is all about.
It's basically like your central hub of operations where everything gets done. So in this little hub, you can upgrade weapons, upgrade your health, and everything that you did in the previous Far Cry games. Like the skill system is all in
Kids, go
Prosperity.
back inside.
So all of your weapon crafting is done. Okay, not all of it, but you can go to an outpost and craft weapons there as well. But you come back here and you can sort of
Train full of people.
upgrade your weapons to be like higher levels to fight higher level
Okay.
enemies. Yeah.
Highwaymen?
So the stronger you make Prosperity, the stronger enemies you can take on in the game.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Everyone else was killed.
And these are survivors of the wasteland, are they?
That is Carmina and her mother.
And her mom, which you do meet in Far Cry 5 as well. Okay.
Okay, so
awesome.
confirmed. This
Yes,
is
this is Nick's daughter.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
I never should have gone out there, Mom.
Well, although she's got a fresh new haircut, so that's cool.
What are we gonna do now? I don't know. I don't
So-
know. I mean, no one's coming to help us. We're on our own. It's just us.
With
Let's get
Prosperity,
you both inside.
are there certain missions that you're going to need to do to get it growing? And do more people come into Prosperity?
Yes.
Okay.
So from the beginning, you'll see that the map will show you the locations of these NPCs. But they can be guns for hire. But these people will come to Prosperity and they'll help you rebuild the settlement, make it improve it according to their skill sets. and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
So,
All right.
kind of like Fallout 4 with their settlements, just not as dreary.
You know how
I am
Or
so
is it
glad.
as dreary?
It's not as dreary
Okay,
as the
thank
settlements
goodness.
in.
Okay.
No, Prosperity is not under attack 24/7.
Oh, thank
goodness.
Yeah.
Hoping isn't doing any
It's a
good.
secluded place.
Because as nice as it was to build your own base, it was really annoying. You have to defend it every 2 minutes while you're in the
Yeah.
middle of a mission.
I mean, the one thing they did replace with that settlements is outposts.
Yes.
This time when you go capture an outpost, you have the option of either scavenging it, which
Okay.
means you take all the ethanol. It's the thing you need to upgrade Prosperity.
I know.
You either take all the ethanol
But it's
and you
not
scavenge
my
it,
choice.
which means it leaves it open to attack from Highwaymen. I
Okay.
keep on thinking of them as raiders. Like
Because they look exactly like
Yeah,
Raiders.
Raiders
It's pretty
from-
much the Raider aesthetic.
It's
Yeah.
raiders from Fallout.
Exactly that.
Alright, so this is kind of like okay, this is just the main house of
Cap, have you got
prosperity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is it. Home.
And
Mom's right. The two of us can.
is it true that you can visit places outside of the map of New Dawn?
Yes, you can.
Okay, talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's these things called expeditions.
Okay.
You go to this guy who owns a helicopter. I think the only helicopter ever in Hope County, except for the ones you shoot
Except for
down.
the ones you shoot down.
Yeah, but you know, this time you have a friendly helicopter. That this
Okay.
guy will take you to sections of the world that aren't on the open world map.
Okay.
So it's entirely differently designed
Yes.
sections and stuff that, you know, they're sort of like standalone pieces of land.
Okay.
And you have to go in and find this character customization.
Oh, character customization. That's
Yes,
cool. Okay,
that's
so you can still choose your gender, your body type, and your appearance. in
Yeah,
this. Okay,
basically
that's awesome.
everything. I chose a female because, you know, kick-ass females.
Pink.
Pink.
And power. It's pink power.
And customization isn't that crazy to begin with, but as you progress further in the game, you'll see that a lot of it becomes available to you.
Okay. Although, look, I mean,
And
as
I mean,
nice as it is to customize your character, oh yes, please just dump a beard on it. Yes,
Arthur
do it.
Morgan.
Do it. Do it.
it's Arthur Morgan.
There we go. It's like Arthur Morgan meets Skrillex.
Dutch.
Blah, blah, blah.
Just gonna give it the cowboy hat.
Okay, there we go.
with
Why
red
no
tape.
beard?
I'll leave the beard out for
No,
now.
just do a beard, man.
Okay, fine. We're gonna give it a
You're
beard.
gonna give it. This is the apocalypse. Someone's got to be mutated at some point.
I mean, what like?
Ah, yes.
Just like
Nice, big, thick, bushy beard.
I think this one.
There we go. It's even
Yes.
scraggly a little bit. Nice.
Yeah, there
I
we
like
go.
it.
Okay, great.
That's it. There we go.
There's a snake in my boot. I'm just gonna, you know, stand. Okay, great.
Toy Story references never get old. So yes, you were talking about the expedition. Sorry, what,
Yeah,
like,
so
what are they actually about?
yeah, so you have to go out into this expedition and fight through enemies to grab this backpack. So you
Okay.
grab this backpack and then hightail it back to the helicopter.
Now I have to ask, what does the backpack have in it that's so valuable? You need a helicopter trip there.
Resources
Okay.
and more duct tape.
More duct tape.
You can never have enough duct tape.
Helicopter fuel is less important than duct tape. Okay.
Yeah, duct tape solves everything in this
Okay.
game. It's yeah.
Well,
it's
Well,
the
duct
reason
tape
why-
solves everything in real life anyway, so
My
there's
name's
that.
Kim.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I run things around here. I
So
know you've
Kim
already
has
been
just
through a
like
lot.
taken over the base of operations at
Truth is,
Prosperity.
Okay.
That's
All
cool.
the help we can get.
Yeah, Kim's looking a lot more hardcore.
And that guy has a mullet.
You're it.
I'm pretty sure that's a mullet.
We thought your
That's
people on that
kind of like a
team
half
were
I suppose
mullet.
it's like a swept back.
We were all
Yeah.
gonna work together, grow things.
I mean-
I don't know what you'd even call that.
We were gonna fight back
I mean,
against the twins.
sir.
I mean, it's fabulous. Like for
It is.
post-apocalypse,
He looks
got
like
some
Keanu
really
Reeves.
thick hair. That's definitely
Actually,
Keanu Reeves.
Woman, I'm talking to Keanu Reeves.
Let me show you how
He
things
actually
work around.
looks like Keanu Reeves.
This is prosperity.
But like Keanu Reeves from John Wick, not from like Constantine.
I mean, yeah, that little bit of scruffy beard right there.
We have several facilities to make prosperity thrive. These are the places where you can craft weapons and vehicles, cultivate plants for health, and many other things.
So you were speaking just now about the outpost missions and stuff.
Yep.
How do they actually
This
tie
is
into
Hope
the
County, in
main
order to
campaign
get the
of?
most out of
Oh,
our
here's the map, okay.
Actually, here's the map.
Yes.
ethanol to upgrade.
And the cool thing now is that you can have this like 3D point of view of the
Yeah,
map, which is
it's
really helpful.
Which was nice in Far Cry 5 that they had a bit more, but not just a flat map, it was all
Yeah.
3D like it looked now.
I'm glad
But
that-
you couldn't really zoom in on it that
Yeah.
much.
The expertise to really
So basically, like you see on the map, there's
Yes.
these specialists that like will become either your gun's fire or will go to Prosperity
But
to
without
upgrade the
Thomas
base.
Rush,
Before we
this didn't
continue,
work.
what has happened
Built up
to the
settlement
statue of
before.
Joseph Seed?
Without his knowledge,
Where is the father?
we won't be able to take
Oh, there it is in
prosperity.
the, okay, there it is in the corner there. I see it.
Lately,
There we go.
the twins are setting
still
the
there.
Still standing.
Still there.
Damn it, not even
Yeah.
a nuclear apocalypse can get rid of
So
this guy.
that's it. We rescue Rush, find people who can run the facilities, and bring
Okay,
them
while
enough
you go
ethanol
through the
to
menu-
maximize what we can craft.
Yes.
Don't forget, guys, we just need to
Do everything we can to help you.
do the thing.
You just need to do the thing. Yes.
Do the thing.
Plenty of things.
Go and do the thing on the map.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, we are running a competition to win one of 2 Cable Guy device holders. So make sure to check out the description for the form and give your answer below.
Wade Fowler planned to start up a new Fang Center at the old
Oh, I
church.
thought that said Coop available. Okay, never
Coop
mind.
co-op.
Coop is
So
available.
there is co-op in the game. Look, this is one of the goodest boys. Of
Oh, hello, good boy. Oh,
He's a
hi.
good boy. He's so
Okay,
dope.
so can
Just
you
wanna
pet
take
any
it
animal
easy.
in this game?
No, the ones some you can't. Let's just say it's not a good idea to pet a bear, for example.
Why? Bears just want to be your friends.
Like I can't pet the chicken.
Okay, but it's fine. Just don't kick it, because maybe the guards will come after you.
Yeah.
Unless they,
Halt.
took, unless they took an arrow to the knee.
Like the white run guards are just like hiding in the bushes. So yeah, this is where all the expeditions happen. This guy is
Okay,
like
yeah.
a cool little.
And is it true that the expedition's also co-op?
Yes, you can do expeditions in co-op, and it's. I haven't given co-op much of a chance yet. Wow, Camino, you can run.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
hightailing, hey?
Jeez, I'm not going anywhere. Like, why were you running? Okay. First things first. We need to go speak to someone. This is very confusing.
Find all photograph locations in Hope County. Okay,
Yeah, so
and
this
a
is-
cryptograph.
yeah.
Cartograph. Cryptograph.
Cryptographs.
Cryptographs.
So you have these various sections of prosperity. Like here's your healing garden. This is where you put points into upgrading your med kits.
Okay.
The effectiveness of that. There's your weapons. There's your infirmary. Explosives lab. It's amazing, by the way.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I see Prosperity looks awfully similar to one of the locations that belong to John Seed in Far Cry 5.
Yes, that's true.
But obviously vastly different now.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
that's
this
nice. That's
this is
cool.
actually the section of map that you get from
Yes.
Far Cry 5.
Okay.
As you can see, it's not colossal.
So
but
the
it is
whole
a
map
piece
is
of it.
obviously there. It's just some sections you can't really get to.
Yeah. Well, it's not for the sake of like from the get-go. You can actually just explore anywhere you want.
Yes, yeah.
But obviously, like up here, there's going to be high-level enemies.
I'm assuming that's Site 0 by the looks of it.
Yeah, this is basically what you're trying to work up towards. So
Okay.
the entire map is like this, like progression where you got to
It's-
get all the way up.
It's actually extremely similar to Far Cry 4's map system. Kind of Far
quite
Cry 4,
similar.
you saw in the you could go anywhere, but you
Yeah.
were sort of in the corner and you had to work up the map to get to Pagan Min.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
So we have a side mission. We can
No.
actually in this whole menu thing, you can actually just check
Check everything.
this beard.
You just look so graceful.
So
Obviously, the big question is, since this is a carry-on over from Far Cry 5, do we see any of the seeds?
okay, it's not a spoiler at this point because you did see Joseph Seed in a lot of the trailers for New Dawn, and
Okay.
yes, he is in the game.
Okay. Do you
Unfortunately,
meet him-
the other seeds is a big spoiler if I say what happened to
Okay.
them in Far Cry 5.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll rather not say.
they become bears. I think that's why Sam's trying to refrain from bears so much, because they've been turned into bears.
Basically.
Okay.
Probably no.
In your garage, thankfully, at least you have good-
Yeah, so you can actually like ride around in vehicles and stuff, and it's very useful for just getting around the map.
But at least, I remember you were saying just before we started that the map is at least small enough to kind of go on foot. You don't really need vehicles in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the map isn't gargantuan like Far Cry 5, so you can pretty much get anywhere in this game on foot if you just, sprint and not run out of breath.
Now, another question I have for you is,
Mm.
speaking of vehicles,
Yeah.
can your furry companions get on board with you this
Yes,
time?
they can.
Yes!
Actually,
Thank you!
for the one time I actually used, what's his name? Timber, yes. I keep on forgetting his name. I keep on calling him Fluffy.
No,
His name's Timber.
okay, well, Fluffy's fine. Fluffy's an
fine,
acceptable
yeah.
use for Timber.
Yeah, so I keep on calling him Timber, I don't know. But what they do is they can get in the vehicle with you, and they sort of like lean out of the window, like, how typical dogs do.
Yes.
Only if you're going like 100 k's down the road, this dog will stick out its head and its tongue will just be flapping in the wind.
As all good boys do.
Yeah, the best boys.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out, like, there's actually a story mission we're supposed to do. There we go.
There we
Check
go.
that.
There we go.
So we gotta go
Okay.
rescue this fella named Thomas Rush. He was the guy in the beginning that sort of pushed you off the cliff.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna save him.
Nice. Is he like an insider? Has he infiltrated the Highwaymen?
No, he got captured by the Highwaymen.
Okay.
And there's supposed to punch a snake.
Snake. Oh, wow.
I mean, fisticuffs with the snake.
He
You
did-
got to craft a weapon.
Oh, wow. Okay, just fisticuff him. There we go. That's the way to do it. Drive over it. No shame, actually. Leave
Actually,
him
yeah,
alone.
no. Okay, well, we're gonna leave. the
Yeah,
snake.
shame. Leave the snake alone. He's just trying to be a cunt snake. Not really, but...
Because I think
I mean... I suppose that's one way you could try and get in.
I mean, Carmina's fine, walk it out. There's a door.
I think that's the best entrance anyone can ever make. Who needs to knock?
Oh.
That was the greatest thing ever.
Hey there. Keep an eye out for scouts. They've always got intel.
Okay, so you're crafting now.
Yeah, I'm going to craft a weapon. So you don't get an awful lot of weapons in the beginning.
What happened to your saw blade?
Oh, I still have my saw blade.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to use it until like, you know,
Later.
much later. So I'm just going to equip this. Actually, I can actually craft something else. Can't? No, I can't.
No,
Yeah.
not yet. Okay.
Refill that
You
sword
can
launcher
refill
ammo.
ammo.
One thing though that I will say is kind of a negative towards this game is, you know, right here on the menu there is options to purchase microtransactions.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I mean, I suppose that's something we can't really get away from in today's game.
It's
Not
just
that it's enjoyable.
Yeah, this one is a bit more. I mean, I'll just show you for a second. You know, you can actually buy these valuable materials to craft weapons in game. So if you just spend enough money, you can pretty much just, you know, drop another grand, craft every single weapon in the game from the get-go, and give yourself.
But also, you don't
advantage.
need to. That's
you don't need
for me,
to. No.
That's the biggest thing.
So
You
the
don't
best thing
have
is
to
that
do.
like crafting weapons in this game is pretty simple.
Yes, yeah.
So you
And
don't
everything
have to.
you can do in the game.
Yeah, everything you can do in the game. So it's not imposing, but I
Yes.
just, you know, it's microtransactions. At the
Yeah,
end of the
but
day.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people enjoy just being able to kind of go nuts from the get-go.
You know, I want to see what happens if you hit dead brakes and if Kamina goes just like flying.
Probably not.
Actually, if you just
But
like
if you hit the wall,
if you hit the sign, then okay.
oh,
fine.
okay, no, you just destroy
Hit
the
this
sign.
pole.
Cheat. Okay, okay, no.
Okay, no, she's not.
Because she's not on your car.
I'm sorry, Kamina. Where are you?
She's still hightailing from the camp. I just leave her behind.
You know,
She'll-
it's
you
fine.
know
She'll
what,
find a way.
She'll spawn back in. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so just be on her way.
She'll find her way.
Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot of green, but there's a lot of pink everywhere as well.
I feel like pink makes a recurring trend in this game.
Yeah. So I don't understand
But
the point of pink, but you know, since you know Rage 2 is coming out, there's a lot of pink in there as well.
But you know what is nice, or what's cool to look at, is that the like telephone poles and stuff have also been overgrown with leaves and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like nature's really reclaiming a lot of.
Excuse me.
Okay, wow, they just popped out of the ground.
I want to run one of them over.
Hey, Cap. Fighting the Highwaymen is no walk in the park.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
or you
just
can
like-
just hit rocks.
Yeah.
You can craft better weapons
Okay.
with the resources you find in
Hi.
the county.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Folks in prosperity are
Sorry,
here to
sir.
help in any way they can.
Okay, you know what?
We
This
will
is not
wait
working.
I didn't think so.
So launch time.
There we go. Is that guy just posing on the? Oh, he's sitting on. No, what is he doing?
Highwaymen drive trucks loaded with ethanol around the valley.
I'm sorry.
Supplying
In
their
the butt.
outlets and garages with fuel. You can stunt their supply by blowing them up. Or better yet, you can hide
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Did he just get back up from being a saw bladed into the knee?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was an adventurer
Nice.
like you. And I took a sword, blade to the knee. I mean, did this guy just run away?
I don't know what they've done, but the one guy was just chilling on the bike, like he was just posing for a photograph.
This is Far Cry's
I love
AI.
Far Cry so much.
They ran
Oh,
away.
This game is just
They
amazing.
actually ran
They
away.
ran away. Well, wouldn't you if you saw someone coming at you with a saw blade?
Gears.
Gears.
I'm glad it's not duct tape. Did they come back? I hear something. They came back.
Okay. There's something else you can shoot. Oh, it's a I thought something just flopped on the ground.
It's
That's
a
supply
parachute.
crate.
Yeah, so that is
Okay.
a supply crate. That packs a lot of useful items. I'm
No.
just gonna
The
go.
Highwaymen have chapters all over the country.
Grab
Every
that.
now and then they send supply drops to help each other out. If you see a plane,
Oh god.
Oh, no, oh, no.
Oh no, oh no. Oh
Run
no,
away.
I'm sorry.
and it's always a
Excuse me, sir. Wow, you bullet
Sorry.
spongy little pig.
Literally.
I have to use a med kit because this pig is.
Well, medkit is kind of just dirty pills at this point.
alive. You see people with backpacks
Who is
Come
shooting
on,
me
come
from
on.
behind and front and everything?
And
I'm trying
everywhere.
to kill pigs.
Pay for yours.
Sir. I mean, okay, it's fine.
There we go.
Yeah, pigs are dead. So some of these animals can get really annoying.
I see that.
What? Was it a rocket launcher, sir? It was a rocket launcher. And usually these supply drops are really cool because they give you like the best loot in the game.
Oh wow, they take a while to loot though.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you sort of just have to make sure a pig
Yes,
doesn't
yeah.
like knock you off your...
Or you move
Or
the
just
ca-
move
or
the-
just
you know,
move the camera
yeah,
away
that's
too fast. Yep.
More gears. Yoink.
Yoink.
So it's quite a, you know, length to go save Thomas Rush over there on the other side of the map. So I say let's just do, you know, what people usually do in Far Cry and just
Adventurers have done before and steal a quad bike.
oh
Wow, okay.
oh
Alright, I think you're losing this fight. Okay, at least
okay,
you
yeah.
won.
I got into a
In the
fisticuffs,
end.
but I persevered. And I got
These
quad bike.
highwaymen don't take nonsense, huh?
Yeah, they don't really, not at all. I'm gonna go.
Over the railing.
I mean,
Or get stuck on
you know, of all the destructive things in this game,
Oh, there we go.
what is this? This is
Bear territory.
no. I don't think that's a bear.
Pretty sure that's a bear.
Is it a bear?
I don't know. A badger, Wolverine.
Wolverine. I think this is Wolverine territory. Yes, there is Wolverine territory.
Okay, is Logan going to be dying somewhere in the lot?
I really wish Logan was in this game, but he'd be less annoying than these Wolverines. What? I mean, you know, it's fine.
It's not like I was driving
Wait,
through
this
here or
guy?
anything.
Wait, as far as I know, these guys just throw smoke bombs and hightail it out of
okay.
there. So I'm gonna run this guy down. Oh!
Oh!
Come back, sir.
Sir, do you have a moment? I'm sorry.
I mean,
Oh wow, okay, you didn't really take all that,
oh, come on.
no. You know what, maybe just leave it to Wolverine and let's go rescue Thomas Rush.
Yeah, actually, just gonna save Thomas. I'm gonna use this.
Sidecar, bike attached to a
You
sidecar.
know, I could really use Kamina at this point, but it's fine. Let's go
Yeah,
save Thomas.
she'll catch up eventually.
As like I said, like even though this mission objective marker right here is pretty far, you know, I would just like a normal bike.
But also there's a
It's just
quite a
this-
lot of things that pop up on your way that you can
Yeah,
do.
so for example, here's a side quest that I
Oh
can
wow, okay, that looks dangerous.
do. It is quite dangerous, so you have to switch off like this switch and it'll give you a bunch of loot down
Okay.
there. Like it's a little bunker that's been protected.
The buck fall,
Yes!
by the looks of it.
By the power of 4. There's actually a reason why there's so much pink in this game. It's because it's a certain type of plant that actually bloomed
Yes.
in Hope County that just made everything pink. So you know, think of like SCON, but like everything has no power. It's kind of like what happened in, you know, everything's black, yeah, everything's pink.
It's like load shedding stage 8.
Yeah.
Okay. I love how smaller trees are destructible, so they're like a fraction bigger. And then they're just, nope, not
Yep.
moving for you.
Like, this little motorbike thing is surprisingly resilient. You see,
When it's on the ground.
I mean, yeah.
You have a sidecar,
When I'm-
by
when
the
I'm
way. I
trying
think the
not-
sidecar is getting stuck on a tree.
Actually, yeah. Get rid of the sidecar. I mean, Carmina, we don't need you anymore.
I mean, and 5 minutes later, Kamina, where are you? That's usually how my Far Cry experiences go. I don't need this person. 2 minutes later, guys, where are you?
Yeah, just like, I really miss Camino right now. She'd be giving me med packs. Can this rocks? No.
No,
I thought I was gonna do like a
I don't
sweet
think the
jump.
rock is rampable.
No, you do like sweet child rising jumps. These rocks. It's so
Yeah, the
annoying.
lack of official roads really makes getting around very...
Yeah, I mean,
troublesome.
you know what, we're actually staying off the roads. That's why we're going through and sort of trying to hunt bear girls down in the wilderness.
Bashing down all the trees and stuff.
Yeah, just
That's the
environmental.
one downside of operating.
And at least we're getting to the objective relatively quicker than, you know, taking the roads.
Than before.
Yeah, you know, like in the previous Far Cry games, you could just like, you know, follow the road, but where's the fun in that? I'm stuck.
It's the sidecar, I'm telling you.
I need to get rid of the sidecar. This is not.
Now it's the handlebar. I think maybe just walk it from
I
here,
think, yeah,
man.
just I'm right here, so I might as
You
well.
might as well.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna save this Thomas Rush guy, but I'm gonna use the solo just because it's the best way to do everything in this game.
Bring him home.
And usually, you know, people prefer the stealth route. I like to just go in guns blazing.
The thing is, with Far Cry, is that you always try and go stealthy until the first person dies.
Yeah.
And then everything just loses control.
Basically. So, if I want to go stealthy with this guy's gonna see me anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. You're a champ.
Damn.
Wow, that guy wasted all of my health. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, well, at least you got on a rifle.
So, what I can do is just stay on this vantage point and sort of
And then
take
just
down.
kind of take people down from
Yeah.
there.
So, with the gun. Did that just ricochet off the...
I don't know. You don't even know where that went.
Wow. Right,
I think at this point a rifle might be a better opportunity for you.
Yeah, that's true. I'm being shot at from somewhere. Oh, there's a sniper there. You know what? What was me?
I think that guy was coming up for you. That you just blonked or made.
Ooh.
Is it a truck? Might I suggest?
Okay, I am severely overwhelmed
Severely,
here, and I don't have Kamina.
Yes.
Crap.
Yes. Run away, never mind.
No.
Okay.
Now we can see the beauty of the beard.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. That's what
It's so intimidating. I think we should have really brought Kamina on this trip with us.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that's why there's guns for hire, not really guns for... I'll hire you, but only when I need you, kind of thing.
So Duplessis 001 in the chat says, I don't have headphones, making up my own noises as I watch.
They'll have Rush
Yes.
locked up underground.
Yes.
Get him any way you can.
That's
Bring him home.
that's how I play Far Cry as well.
Oh my god, bullets went everywhere there. Kamina!
Yay!
Yay! Buddy. Come
She
on.
can actually shoot someone, and she's a distraction.
Yeah, she's a major distraction.
There we go. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, god, I lost.
Oh, nice!
Beautiful. Can I do that again? Someone come
Yeah,
here.
can I not do that every time?
Oh, no,
No.
it's a high level enemy.
Oh, okay, alright. Apparently the scissors in the neck doesn't work with someone
Yeah.
higher up.
Yeah, no, just because
Which I
I have
always
like...
find odd. I mean... I
gotta make it.
Damn!
Wow, these guys are hounding me. Kick you to...
Making short work of them though.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just... There we go.
Oh gosh. It's all about that ammo conservation.
Yep.
Hey guy.
Can I stab you now? No.
No, still not.
Oh, crap. Okay, wait.
I think he's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna
He's
hurt.
gonna do you a hurt. There
Yes,
you go.
there we go. Beautiful. Who are you, sir? There we go. Loot him.
Loot. Okay, you still not having to make kids.
Nope, none at all. So I gotta play this like Dark
A
Souls.
little bit stealthily, yes.
Play it like super Dark Souls right now.
Or you could play it how a lot of other people, how I play survival horror games where I just run away.
I could run away, but Kamina is...
She's out.
Oh crap, oh crap.
Always
I mean-
most inopportune moments.
I mean, you know, the AI is not that smart. They can see I'm hiding behind this.
Who's looking directly at you?
Oh.
These guys really just take quite a few, eh?
Yeah, they actually take quite a beating. Okay, Soul Blade time.
Oh, you got perk points, nice.
Yeah, so perk points you can, like, you know, in previous Far Cry games, just upgrade your skill sets.
Yes.
Where did that
That went
Dead
past
Winds.
him, unfortunately.
Dead
Oh,
Winds
this is a
stuff.
smiley face. That's cool.
It is okay. That I just like.
Can you at least upgrade the reload speed on this thing?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
with
that's
the
at
higher
least
weapons,
enjoyable.
'cause, yeah,
Okay.
because there's one way it actually like fires out
Yes,
consecutive
multiple, okay.
saw blades. Yeah.
Hobo Warrior in the chat's asking you from AS.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that means Australia, and if it is, we are not.
We are not Australia.
We are from South Africa. If that wasn't what you were asking, I'm sorry for misinterpreting. Duplessis 001 again, bleeding from the eyes is bad. Okay. It's like a great.
That's what I love about Far Cry. It's just like your damage is shown by your bleeding from presumably your eyes or something.
Okay, while you punch wood, guys, don't forget once again we are running a competition. So just make sure to answer in the form in our description what is your favorite Far Cry game and why. And the winners will be announced soon. Unfortunately, it's only available to South African residents. So what are you? What are you doing now? Besides
We're in,
going through a pink shop.
we in a pink rave club right now.
Nice.
My lord.
I think this was one game that really needs like a far.
Oh, you got a shield. Ooh.
Oh no, oh no. Okay, haha, haha, haha.
That didn't bounce back at you. I'm like the saw blades are like serious RNG. You don't know where it's
You just kind of hope and pray.
Yeah, you just kind of hope it bounces back.
Yeah.
I lost Kamina again.
Oh no. Oh, you have to survive it from the roster menu. I remember I saw a pop-up.
What?
You have to go to the roster and
she's
down. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And she's not gonna respawn anytime soon. So you're on your own. Ooh! Nice! Ow. Don't make me run, I'm full of chocolate. Suppose maybe we should have spoken about how Far Cry can sometimes be a bit intense in the dialogue.
Yeah.
Oops.
So
we do apologize.
it is an 18 rated game,
Yes.
so yeah.
For mature. Hobo Warrior said yes, sorry, SA. Yes, we are in.
Yes. South Africa.
Woo!
Yay, load shedding.
Are you two from South Africa, Hobo Warrior?
Yay, load shedding. Okay, so this is Thomas Rush. This is the guy that.
Oh wow, okay.
He can
Seems
handle
like
himself.
seems like he's got everything taken care of.
Yeah.
In a very brutal way.
Mm-hmm.
You came back from me.
You came back from me.
You crazy son of a
You
bitch.
came back from
You came back from me.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obvious.
Okay, so now it's like one of those typical on the rails shooters kind of thing, where
okay.
he's gonna drive that bike and I'm just gonna get, you know,
Pew 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 pew.
I'm just gonna mount that gun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get going. And the
Always a
turret. I'll
good
get us
time
out of
for
here.
gun mounting.
Yep.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep on like.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Okay, that had a bigger impact than I suspected.
So these things apparently like send enemies flying.
It looked like it. Warriors asking where in South Africa I'm from East London. Well, we are based in Joburg.
Yes. Good old Joburg.
In a little
May I
valley
ask-
called Ferndale.
May I ask, is load shedding like happening everywhere, like all over South Africa, or is it just like Joburg?
I think it's all over South Africa. I think. I could be wrong. Hobo Warrior, do you have load shedding?
Obviously
not right now.
No, not right now. How would
Like,
he be
obviously.
watching? You know. Oh yeah. Makes me feel like.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Bye.
Or not, actually.
I mean, it's regen health. I mean, he died.
Oh. I've always loved how post-apocalyptic worlds have roll cages on the outside of their cars.
Yeah, it's like
Just
you know.
no one needs it on the inside.
I mean, you've seen it in Rage, you've seen it
Yeah.
in Far Cry.
Yeah.
It's like
Why
it
not?
must be on the outside of the car. It's like The only way you get into the Brotherhood of post-apocalyptic raiders and stuff
is with the sweet roll cage on the outside of the car.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good headshot. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, moment to talk.
That guy survived.
How?
Like he got run over by the car and shot at.
50 cal to the face.
Enemy right behind us!
He keeps on saying enemy right behind us, but then I look forward and there's enemies.
And
like,
there's enemies, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he sends a direction.
Like,
kind of
yeah.
nice. Oh, there's an enemy right behind us. I kind of just drove into the path of the gunfire, but it's fine, you know. Far Cry AI is amazing for different reasons. So, you are going awfully slow.
Yeah, like...
for someone who needs to get away from.
You know? We really need to get out of here. Drives at 20.
Dude, can I take over this game? Wow, like, seriously, look at how slow you're driving.
Gives you time to appreciate all the wonderful world.
I mean, yeah, it's you know, for a post-apocalyptic game, this is quite a luscious looking apocalypse, you know? There's trees, and there's pink stuff, and rivers.
And clean water by the looks of it.
Yeah, and Fallout was like brown goo everywhere.
Warrior responded with, yes I do. Now, I'm not sure if that means he has load shedding.
Yeah.
Or if that means he has power right now.
I don't think he has load shedding. I mean, there's a schedule for load shedding, so...
Texas saying in the chat looks epic.
It's Far Cry.
I must be honest, it really does look good. But it looks fun as well.
I mean, yeah, this guy's kind of going like 20 miles an hour, but I promise you, this game is a lot of fun.
I would have expected a bit more like rampagey chaos. Okay. Oh, no, you'll have to drive.
Yes, perfect. I'm going to show you how to drive.
Do a cool flip.
Get on the back here. I don't have any faith in this guy mounting the gun, but this is how you drive.
Duplessy 001 is asking, the physics looks a bit ragdolly, is that just a machine gun?
No, the physics are like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you notice when you shoot someone with a soul launcher, they have pretty bad ragdoll, or like awesome ragdoll physics actually. Oh god.
Oops. You in these trees.
I know, but this is the quickest way to get anywhere, I promise you. I mean, that's a solid tree.
Yeah, that's a solid tree.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can actually find a bear. And I'll show you how difficult bears are to actually see.
Okay, that's also a physical tree.
I wonder if we can send like Thomas Rush flying. I'm gonna try that.
So, while you are getting back to escorting Mr. Thomas Rush,
yep.
Talk to us a bit about how your experience with Far Cry New Dawn has been so far.
That really depends on if you're a fan of the Far Cry series. I'll say not much has actually changed, but at the same time, a lot has changed, if that makes sense. When it comes down to like the RPG mechanics, the look of the open world, and certain missions that do come out of the blue. Some really surprising story moments, but for the most part, this is play-by-play a Far Cry game.
And is that a good thing?
Like I said, depends. If you don't like Far Cry, you're probably not going to like this as much, but I still recommend you give it a shot anyway, because it seems like the perfect game where it's like a good entry point into the Far Cry series.
Okay.
But obviously for story reasons, you know, Far Cry 5.
Well, I mean, it's not like, you know, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5, obviously. It's not like they follow on from each other. They're all their own unique, independent little stories.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Except for New Dawn. I think New Dawn is pretty much, in some cases, a continuation of 5. So that's where I think, rather just look up a story summary of 5 before you play New Dawn if you want to play it.
You must be Mrs. Rye. Come here, tell me all about you.
So Trevor in the chat says, Sam requests to drive because AI is too slow. Sam takes control of car. Car hits tree.
Yes! This is Far Cry.
No, this is Sam's driving.
All that's left.
I got there faster than Thomas did.
I'm more surprised that you actually got there.
Twins have a way of making you feel
But they didn't send Thomas flying off the edge of a cliff. That's fine. That's an accomplishment.
We can still do this, Rush. Build this place up and make it strong, just like we talked about.
It's not that easy. We had specialists, experts.
I will say, in true Far Cry fashion, the cutscenes are somewhat lengthy. I've noticed.
They are super lengthy, and you'll come to find in New Dawn there's a lot of lengthy cutscenes. It's almost like it was directed by Hideo Kojima or something, but there's a lot of lengthy cutscenes in this.
I think the difference there is at least we can understand these cutscenes. At least we understand what's going on.
Understand and Far Cry New Dawn is they don't belong in the same sentence for some of the crazy stuff that goes on in this game.
Go.
So I don't know if you missed that, but Thomas Rush was talking about vibration. So Thomas Rush was talking about having a run-in with a few guys that were dressed up like cavemen and using very barbaric weapons.
Okay. Oh, I see.
I say just a little nudge, wink, wink to something that happens in the game, but not really. But you'll see.
It's the ultimate crossover event ever.
Yeah, it's like 10,000 BC meets New Dawn, post-apocalypse.
So, I think since you've completed Breakout now, I think we've seen quite enough. Not enough. Obviously,
Yeah,
there's never
a
enough Far
lot
Cry,
more. Yeah,
but I think we've seen a decent amount of what Far Cry New Dawn has to offer.
Yeah.
And I think before we go into any more...
Yeah, I mean, we've only explored that part of the map, and there's all of this left, so...
And I think before we go into any more spoiler territory, I think that is where we will...
We will end it there.
We will end it there. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and for joining us for Far Cry New Dawn.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. That was quite a giggle at what's going on.
I am great at this game, I promise. It's just I'm having bad RNG today.
Finally, Hobo Warrior said, I do have load shedding and I've subscribed. Thank you so much.
Thank you
really
so
do
much.
Appreciate it. And guys, again, if you do like these videos, please make sure you like and subscribe so that we can carry on putting this content out for you.
Yes.
And don't forget, we are running a competition with these Cable Guys device holders. Just make sure you go to the description. There's a form you will need to fill out. And the question is, which is your favorite Far Cry game and why? And yeah, I think, so I know you've spoken a little bit about your experience so far, but how have you been finding Far Cry New Dawn personally?
I think it's a great game.
Nice.
It's a solid entry, and I think it's actually a step above Far Cry 5 in some cases.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
All right. Well, once again, thanks so much for joining us, guys. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.
See you guys.